All right, boys. Today we are making a Beatles album tier list, arguably the best band of all time.
I hate anything made after the 50s.
Of course, good old Sleepy Joe would think that. The 60s and the 70s is when music became the best.
Chill, guys. We haven't even made it to the tier list yet. Okay, first up, Please Please Me.
Now, this is the worst album. D tier, no good songs. A Taste of Honey is good. Twist and Shout just sucks.
Come on, Sleepy, are you serious? Twist and Shout is the best song on the album. I say B tier because it's great, but there are better ones.
Yeah, Joe, your opinion sucks. I agree with Donald. Okay, next up we got with the Beatles.
I love Roll Over Beethoven. Ringo's the best singer. S tier for Ringo.
Joe, you have lost it now. George sings that song, not Ringo, you incompetent buffoon. C tier, it's too mediocre for the Beatles.
Why don't we meet halfway at B tier? Next up, A Hard Day's Night.
Can't Buy Me Love is such an iconic song. I love that song, but I've never listened to the whole album before, just a few tracks.
Finally, a good take from Joe. I think If I Fell is better, but I'd say A tier. Oh, how I love this album.
Yep, I agree with you guys. Now, my favorite Beatles album, Beatles for Sale.
I don't remember this album. I think I need to take my medicine again. If Ringo sings on it, I love it, but I'm not sure.
Joe, why am I not surprised? Kind of forgettable, but it has a few great hits. B tier.
I'm not sure how Joe is getting this bad. I cannot believe he was my VP. B tier is good. What about Help?
Help. I need somebody help, not just anybody help. That's what Hunter always says after a hard day's work. I love this album, A tier.
Joe, you need to get your son in line. A tier is good, though.
Okay, Joe, a little weird, but A tier is great. Time to get a bit psychedelic. What about Rubber Soul?
Rubber Soul is terrible. I hate George Harrison. It makes me so mad when he makes a song on a Beatles record.
I like where they went with this album and Joe. Harrison's songs are great. High B tier.
Revolver. Wow, what an innovative album. So many good songs.
Revolver is great, but I still think With the Beatles are better. It's a good album, though. B tier.
Amazing. Joe with a trash opinion. Great album. Taxman is such a good song. S tier.
I agree. Rubber Soul is a great one. Sgt. Pepper is up next. What do you guys think?
I bet Sergeant Pepper was a great man. Fought long and hard for our military. S tier.
Sleepy Joe what? It's an album named Dumb Ass. The Beatles had a great number with this one. Some of the most timeless pieces of music ever. So great. S tier.
I absolutely agree with Donald on this one. Joe, the Beatles are British, not even American. What is going through your head? Up next, A Magical Mystery Tour.
I've never listened to the album. I've seen the movie over 10 times, though. A tier, the movie soundtrack was so good.
How, Joe, it's such a popular piece. Anyway, this album is great as an album, but for a Beatles record, I think it goes in low A.
Let's put it at A, the White Album. Let's hope this doesn't go A wall.
I wish they made a black album like a side two. It would be super cool for the time. Also, this is a great album. I love Rocky Raccoon, such a funny little guy. Top S.
Yeah, Joe's right. I love the White Album because it's white, and USSR is the best song on the album. I love Russia.
Really, Donald, because it's white. Ugh, I would think nothing less from you. Moving on Abbey Road is objectively the best album.
I remember when they took this picture like it was yesterday, and my father put the CD on the turntable. What great memories. Also, Octopus Garden is my favorite song, S tier.
Wow, Joe's old. I love this album. I can't think of a bad track on it. Even The Sun King, great piece of art, S tier.
Same S tier. Okay, last but not least, Let It Be.
Such a sad album, and a great story behind it. Sucks that they had to break up. S tier below Abbey Road, though.
Truly so sad. I wish this album was played live, not just the rooftop, but like on a tour. S tier. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you're new, subscribe. But that it also Sleepy Joe always does these, but he's asleep. Have a blessed night and love you all.